Robbie Richmond here for the old shoot the defence post-match whatever thing that we're calling it. What's it called? Yeah, your view. Sorry. Suck your mum, West Brom. Suck your mum. That's all there is to say. That's just what an absolute. It's annoying. We're by far the better team. The pitch is just bone hard where they haven't watered it deliberately, of course. That's an old Sam Allardyce trick, isn't it? By far the better team. They're a shower of bell ends. There's a reason why they're at the bottom of the league, and that's why they are eventually going to go down. I'm seeing a lot of grief on Twitter for Clavan for some reason. Don't really see why that is. Gomez and Moreno. Listen, Gomez's first game back, right? He needs to get some football in his legs. We know that. And Moreno hasn't played pretty much since Christmas. He's had 2 games since Christmas, and this is what happens when you don't. This is the thing. This is the thing. This is the thing, right? So you've got to try and find that balance, and we have. And what's been happening is we've been riding a momentum. Yeah, this momentum that we've had, and that's great. We've been going like that, which is what we all want, and now we've got one of them. Okay, we've dropped 2 points. They haven't gained a point, but Liverpool have definitely dropped 2 points. The ref, Jesus fuck me Christ. What can you do, right? What can you do? I don't really want to have a moan about the ref, but I have no choice because, like, Jesus Christ, Twitter's having a big one over him. Whatever Twitter, but you know, what can you do? Like, well done West Brom, because if that's what, you know, in some ways you've got to say well done West Brom. I have said well done to them when they beat us in the FA Cup. They seem to have the mockers on us at the moment, and there's not really a great deal you can say about that. They just seem to have the mockers on us. They've done the double over us this season. The draw double. Does that count? I don't know. I don't massively care. Hang on a minute. I need to find this guy's name, right? So there's a cat at West Brom that's going to become the new FA Director of Football. Hang on a minute. Oh, God, I should have done this before, shouldn't I? Director of Football. Hang on a minute. Right, this one will make sense, right? Yeah. Richard Garlick. Make your own jokes. Richard Garlick is to leave West Brom to become the Premier League Director of Football. West Brom have announced that the club's Director of Football, Richard Garlick, who is 41 years old and a bag of shit, has been given the job of being the Premier League's Director of Football. It's a senior post, of course it is, because he's got to earn at least 6 figures. I want to assure supporters that we remain determined to take an opportunity this summer to relaunch the club into a new positive area. So that's why you've got the sack, yeah? So that's why Mark Jenkins is coming at West Brom. Right. Now, why does all this matter? Why am I mentioning this? Why this made this bit of the video quite awkward? Right? If there's the Director of Football and the Technical Assistant Director of Bellendry at the FA Cup have both recently come from West Brom. I think I want to say he's called Dan Ashcroft, but I don't think he's called Dan Ashcroft. He's called Dan, not very fucking good at his job, bag of shit, cunt bag. Yeah, right. That guy takes no credit for what's happening with the under 16s, 17s and 18s England level. Right, so I'm just moving on to England here very, very quickly. Right. If there's one person that I would want, and I think is a football person that understands all elements of football, off the pitch, on the pitch, technically everything, and financial, as we know, because he not particularly fond of spending money, was he? That person is obviously Arsene Wenger. So there's that. Anyway, right, so West Brom are eventually going to go down. Oh, lucky. Like, what are you going to do? There's loads and loads and loads of stick on Twitter at the moment for, again, I don't see what Clavan did wrong. I'll tell you who didn't have a very good game. Virgil van Dijk. It's going to happen sooner or later. Listen, the whole point of being a good side that doesn't let in silly goals and... I mean, like, the ref's just so fucking poor, I know. Like, well, how is Hegazi off the... Not... You know, how is he on the pitch at the end of the game? How do we not have 2 cast iron penalties? ref's a homer. What can you say? But yeah, Virgil van Dijk had a bad game. Defending principally is about three things: communication, having the bottle to put your head and or foot where you know you're likely to get hurt, and also it's about bailing each other out. Right? It's about bailing your teammates out. Today we haven't done that, and that's frustrating. However, two sides to every coin. This kind of thing is actually really good to refocus the players ahead of the Roma game on Tuesday. Yeah, I'm disappointed, but it's not the end of the world. There are things that I literally cannot do. I literally cannot do anything about the ref being a bellend. I literally can't. All I can do is just like have a bit of a moan, as I am now. Give it 20 minutes, I'll be fine. And so should you be. I mean, that's just what it is. So, yeah, Arsene Wenger for some sort of role in the FA. Minister without portfolio. I just wanted to say that because I don't know if I'm going to get an opportunity to say it anywhere else. He still has something to contribute to football in this country. He knows the game inside out here in this country. He knows what we need. If we ever want England's really talented young footballers to eventually, you know, make it out of the group stages. Yeah, that's how far England have plummeted in the last 10 years. That we're on the verge of a World Cup, and if we get out of the group, I'm over the fucking moon. Latest potatoes. Yeah, latest potatoes. I'll speak to you Tuesday night after we beat Roma 7-0. Not really 7-0. 6.